So you can come into a savasana type position. Go ahead and spread out. And either close your eyes or take a soft gaze up towards the ceiling. Allowing the weight of your body to release back. And consciously setting aside any mental burden, any planning, problem solving, project, whatever has been occupying your thoughts. At least setting the intention that for the next hour, there's nothing you need to figure out. There's nothing you need to plan or go over. And so if you do find yourself engaged in that type of activity, the moment you notice, you are welcome to drop it right in the middle of the thought. And then come back into this moment. Where's your body touching the floor? What's the feeling of this pose, however familiar, however simple? Setting up a slow, steady rhythm for your breath and coming back to that over and over again. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you throughout the practice. And let's begin by sliding arms overhead and stretching out long through your arms and legs. Reach through your fingers and your toes like a big full body yawn. And then interlace your fingers, press out through your palms and flex your feet, reaching through the heels of your hands, the heels of your feet. And then release and bring your right knee to your chest. Give that knee a good squeeze in. Shoulders dropped, chin dropped, face relaxed. And then straighten your right leg up towards the ceiling, just enough to get a gentle hamstring stretch, working with your body. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times one way, a couple times the other way. And then bend your knee back in and open your knee out to the right and straighten part way or all the way out to the side. Exploring what your limits are, what your edges are, not going beyond that. And some days it's good to push that a little bit, and some days you may want to hang back and be a little more gentle, feeling what's right now. Let's release, bend your knee, bring it across, spinal twist. Open out through your right arm, let your knee and shoulder reach away from one another. In each new shape, getting to know your body. What are you noticing right here? Staying in your twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal, right arm on a high diagonal. Reaching through the fingers and the toes. And then release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. And then grab hold of just the left knee. Drop the right leg long, squeeze this knee in close. Can you keep feeling what you're doing? Straighten this leg up. Flex and point your foot a few times. What's not needed here? Can there be even more ease? Circle your ankle, couple big circles both directions. Bend your knee back in. Open your knee out to the left. And then straighten part way or all the way out to the side. Grounding down through the back of the right leg. Finding just the right amount of effort. Stripping away what's not needed. Let's bend the left knee and then bring it across, spinal twist. First with a bent knee. And then staying in your twist, try straightening your left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal. As you reach a little more through one end or the other, notice how the sensation shifts. What do you feel here? Release, roll back onto your back, bring both knees in. Little circle or rock with your knees. Let's drop the feet to the floor and we'll get set up for some core work. Starting from a place of ease, so relaxing arms, relaxing face, shoulders, neck. And then staying relaxed, start to engage just your abdominal muscles, drawing the belly in, pressing the lower back down from the inside. And if you wanted to take it really easy right now, you could just do this, relaxing everything else and just engaging the abdominals. Feel free to stay here, or if you want to add some movement, interlace fingers behind your head. Exhale, lift head and chest up. Inhale, release down. Exhale up, inhale down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Let's take two more. Last one. Release down, send your right leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, head up. Inhale, head down. You might reach your leg towards your head a little bit as well, the spine curling from two ends. Up and down, up and down. Let's take two more. Last one. Release and switch. Left leg high, exhale, head up. Inhale, head down. Up and down, up and down, up and down. One more on this side. Release and switch. Right leg high. This time take your left arm across. Each time you exhale, reach a little further across. Engaging what's needed, what's useful, and how much ease can there be at the same time. One more. And then switch, left leg high, right arm across. Let's take two more. Last one. And then release. Stretch long through your arms and legs. bring your knees in. Again, a little circle or rock. Letting go. A little massage for the lower back, top of the hips. And then roll your way up to sitting. Let's come to a comfortable cross-legged position. If you want to sit up on something, you might grab a blanket or cushion or block. Feeling what's touching the floor or your props, and then lengthening up away from that. Let's take the right arm up, bend it straight back on itself. Grab your elbow and take it back. As you do this, drop the ribs, draw the belly in. You can explore with movement. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Are other people experiencing that as well? No? It may be just your internet. I'm not sure what else to do about it. Sorry. Let's take the right arm up, open it out. Take it across, hook with the other arm, drawing it in as close as you can, and at the same time pull back through your shoulder. And then release, arm out, rotate your thumb to point down, bring it around behind your back, so back of your hand is at your waist. Interlace fingers at your waist, pull the knuckles around towards the front, elbows go towards one another, and then circle your right shoulder. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest. And then if you like, fold forward here. Maybe just dropping your head, could be coming part way or all the way to the floor. Reaching knuckles up and back. Breathing into the shape you're in. And then release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And then roll your way back up. Let's recross the leg, so the other leg is in front or on top. We'll take the left arm up, bend it straight back on itself, grab your elbow, and take it back. As you do so, drop the ribs, draw the belly in. Let's release, left arm up, open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm, hug it in close. As you do so, draw back through your shoulders so you're still square across the chest. And then release, arm out, thumb points down, wrap it around behind your back. This time when you go to interlace your fingers, try the other thumb on top, the way you don't normally cross. Elbows go towards one another, and then again, a couple big circles, just as big as you can make, so you are getting to those creaky places, tight places. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest, and then fold. And this could be just a slight lean or coming all the way down. Reaching arms up and back. And then release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees. Roll your way back up. So let's bring the feet to the floor, hip width apart, parallel. Shift your hands to the floor in front of your feet and take a little rock front to back. So you're just working with your body, going towards a stretch through the toes as you rock forward, towards a stretch through the calves, ankles, Achilles tendon as you go back. Go as slowly as you need to, so you're really taking in the sensation of it. And then we'll lower the heels, lift the hips, and come back to hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. Take any arm position, including some support through the elbows or hands. And feel free to move around a little bit. Exploring through movement is one way to stay engaged. There are lots of other ways. How do you wake up inside something you've done many times before? Can you find newness here? Let's plant the hands near the front of the mat and then step back into a high push-up position. Connect your head to your heels. Feel the whole body in a straight long line. Strong, lifting up away from the floor. And then shift your weight forward to lower down. And come into your back bend. And this can be as low or high as you like. Cobra or up dog. And then back to down dog. You might move around in your down dog, bending one knee as you press the opposite heel towards the floor. You can take a scan from your hands all the way to your feet, checking in on the details you've learned, the habit patterns you're aware of in your body in this shape. And then let's drop the knees, sink back to child's pose, and release into a good rest. And just a reminder that you can rest anytime, whether you rest in this shape or a different one. Your rest can be a place to reestablish your slow breath, to check what you had been paying attention to, inviting it back to what you're doing right now. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left and then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. And then come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. Back to center. Let's lift up through table. Come back through down dog. Bend your knees, look forward, and lightly hop or step your feet to the front of your mat. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms pressed down. Coming into mountain pose, taking a moment to feel here. We'll take a full A-series sun salutation. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Let's take 5 breaths. Could be in down dog, child's pose, sitting, something else. One more deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Please take the time you need for everything you're doing. From down dog. When you're ready, take your right leg up. Bend your knee in. And start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. You could do this from tabletop if that would work better, or from your forearms. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, send it a little higher, and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. And right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge. Inhale, arms up. Settle in. Get grounded. Feel what's touching the floor. Finding just the right amount of effort. Last breath here. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll try and do this with hips square. Roll the left hip down until it's even with the right. And with the upper body, letting go just like ragdoll. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Settle in. Deep bend in that front leg. Can you notice something new in what you've done many times? Last breath here. Release. Make your way back to down dog. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, send it a little higher, and then bring your left knee towards left upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Reach it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge. Inhale, arms up. Settle in. One more breath here. Tip forward, standing splits. Square off the hips. Reach that back leg straighter, longer, higher. Last breath. Step back. Warrior one. Inhale, arms up. What is there to release? Fully engaged, really dynamic, but more and more surrender. Last breath here. Release. Make your way back to down dog. And then again, settle into some neutral shape. More important than the shape, coming back to a quality of surrender. Letting go of everything that gets in the way of just simply being here. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's take just the right arm up as we inhale. And come over to a side stretch. The left arm can provide a little support. If you need more support, you might bend your elbow. Reach through your fingers. Reach a little further out to come up. And then release down. Same thing, other side. Reaching long. Reach a little further out to come up, release down. Let's interlace fingers and then press out through the palms. Take your arms up by your ears. Shoulders drop, but arms reach straight, and then rise up onto your toes for a little balance. So that could be just a slight lift of the heels, or you might come all the way up. Can there be relaxation even while you're concentrating? Start to fold forward, swan dive down, staying in balance on the toes. You can bring your hands to your legs wherever they meet. Might be the upper legs, could be lower. A little bend in the knees could be very useful. Try not to hyperextend or lock. Last breath here. Let's release. Drop the hands, drop the heels, drop your head. Let that go. Let's bend the knees and come into chair, Utkatasana. Feeling what's going up, what's going down, what's engaging, what's releasing. One more breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. From here, let's come into warrior three. If you want to make this easier, you can modify, keeping torso high and leg low. If you do want to tip forward, find an angle where you can still keep the torso and back leg connected. If you lose that connection, come back up to where you had it. Any arm position. Supporting leg could be bent or straight. Last breath here. Step back, warrior one. Release through your movement transition. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3. Taking some variation of this pose that works for your body right now. And we're all figuring that out through trial and error. Sometimes you may do a pose one way for a long time, and then today, for whatever reason, it doesn't work that way. So listening. Feeling how it is now. Last breath here. Step back, warrior 1, just one breath. Release. Making your way back to a good rest. Each rest, letting go of everything we've just done, everything we've ever done. Last deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back. Lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, one breath. Come in. And step right back to warrior 1. From here, open out, warrior 2. Settling in as if this were a rest, finding the work useful, being in this shape, and then surrendering. Flip the right palm to face the ceiling, reverse warrior 2. Straighten the front leg, triangle. Reach out to come down. You can bring your hand to your shin, your ankle, a block, or the floor. Last breath here. Let's release. Hands to the floor. Make your way back to down dog. Just taking one thing at a time, feeling where you are now. Next inhale, left leg sweeps up. Feeling this. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, one breath. Step back, warrior 1. Open out, warrior 2. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior 2. Let's straighten the front leg, triangle. Can there be even more lightness, expansiveness, spaciousness? And then release. release. Make your way back to down dog. And then back to a good rest. Settling into stillness, feeling that beautiful peace, stillness that's always there. It's just underneath a lot of stuff. Last breath here. Let's come to hands and knees, tabletop. If you want to pad your knees and have something, a blanket or cushion, you're welcome to use that. We'll get ready for a twist here. Thread the needle. Starting with hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Lift the left arm up, take it all the way up. And then curl from fingertips down, thread it right behind your right wrist and keep going until you come onto your shoulder and side of your head. From here, there are lots of variations. Using the one you know and like, or exploring and experimenting. If you shift your weight, if you engage or release anything, there's going to be a different experience. So finding the experience that's useful for you, something that's interesting. And then release, come up. Take a moment in neutral. You might take a few rolls through the spine, letting go of what you just did before we do the other side. And then from neutral, when you're ready, right arm sweeps up. Curl from fingertips down, thread it through all the way down onto your shoulder and side of your head. What are you feeling? How does what you're feeling change if you do something a little different? Rather than trying to do it right, just explore. What's it like to be in your body in this shape? How does that change if you do something slightly different? Let's release, come up, hands and knees. Take a few rolls through the spine on your own time, adding any other front to back or side to side movement. You can come up through a downward facing dog. We're going to get ready for a pigeon pose on the right side. When you're ready, slide the right knee forward, scoot back through the left leg, help the hips get as low as they'll go. And then see if you need to shift anything. You want to change the angle of your front leg. You want to add support, maybe a prop under your hip, chest, or forehead. Can you relax your jaw even more? Can you relax the muscles around your eyes? Let's bring the upper body back up. Take your time. If you have something under your right hip, you can shift it out of your way so you can lean to the right, swing the left leg around to the front, lean to the left, and then send the right leg back. If you didn't make it to pigeon on the other side, find your way there, however you get there. Adjusting the angle, setting up props if props are useful, and then letting go. And each of these poses, as well as being a challenge to our physical bodies, challenging our physical limits of strength and flexibility and endurance and all that, they really can be challenges to our mental presence. It's can be kind of a narrow window that completely engages without overwhelming. And so part of this practice can be widening that window of tolerance. Some poses may trigger a feeling of overwhelm. Some poses, especially if you've been practicing a long time, may have you feel bored. If you've done it many times before, the mind may think, oh, I know this, and wander. So can you, in each pose, no matter how new or familiar, open up to what's actually right here? Noticing when you wander and then coming back. And just like doing repetitions with a weight, you can strengthen a weak muscle. Each time we notice and return, we're strengthening that ability to be present with what's here, no matter how engaging or new or entertaining it may be. Let's bring the upper body back up. If you have something under your left hip, slide it out of the way. Lean to the left, bring the right foot to the outside of the left knee this time. Getting set up for a seated spinal twist. You're welcome to do this with the bottom leg straight or bent. Let's bring the right hand to the floor behind us. Left arm will either hug the knee or hook to the outside of the knee. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, rotate, looking back over your right shoulder. Each breath, a little more height, little deeper twist. Last breath here. Let's unwind and switch. Other leg on top, bottom leg can be straight or bent. Left hand to the floor behind you, right arm either hugs or hooks. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, rotate. Last breath here. Let's release, unwind. You might take a little windshield wiper side to side, letting go of what we've just done. And then roll back onto your back. We are making our way towards the end of class. There's still plenty of time, so just take a few moments to check in. What's needed? Is there a part of your body that could use some attention? Is there a particular pose you'd like to do? If something is calling out to you, you can go ahead and move right into it. I'll name a few things in case you need some inspiration. You might do a few back bends. Could do bridge, half wheel, full wheel, supported bridge, supported fish, camel, anything else. You could take an inversion, headstand, shoulder stand, forearm stand, legs up the wall. Could do a restorative pose, supported bridge, supported fish, Supta Baddha Konasana, legs up the wall or legs up in the air with a block under your hips. You might take a spinal twist, more forward folds, more hip stretches, little self-massage, really anything or nothing. And don't worry about getting it right or choosing the right thing. Whatever you're doing, just feeling that fully. Feeling your breath, feeling your body and the shape you're in, whatever shape you've chosen. Each time you finish something, you can again ask, what's needed now? Just like you might ask a friend, what do you feel like doing? And when nothing else is needed, you can start getting comfortable. Adjusting clothing, using props, self-massage, whatever you need to do to feel complete and ready to settle into stillness. Your final resting pose, savasana. If there's a part of your body you tend to hold a lot of tension in, try touching it. Little self-massage for jaw, face, neck, shoulders, forearms, belly, feet. Eventually settling into stillness. When you do come into your final rest, you can then let go of any control of your breath, of your attention, of your body. It's total surrender. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. And then increase this movement through your wrists and ankles. Stretch out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. And then use your hands to help you up to sitting. We'll bring hands together at the heart. And just take a moment to silently thank yourself, your practice, for taking the time to take good care of yourself as best you can. You might let that gratitude expand out to the people and circumstances that make it possible for you to be here. And that could extend far and wide. Maybe even sending gratitude and well wishes to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thanks for joining me today.